Hello, ni hao. Step by step, standing in the gates of time and space, humanity is drawn to travel. Boarding Air China at San Francisco and departing from all over the world, more than 4,000 scholars and students traveled to Western China, Yunnan Province, Kunming, the capital city, for the World Congress at Yunnan University. I was granted a Chinese travel visa in July 2009 with 2 colleagues to Beijing and Kunming. We expected to go in 2008, but China canceled the 16th World Congress of Anthropologists. The 2008 Olympics were held in Beijing. Many threatening factors made travel in 2008 to Kunming too high risk for security and safety. There had been continued risk from urban protests, bus bombings, and earthquake. In eastern parts of China, Falun Gong, an outlawed group, had intercepted China's media broadcasting and disrupted other secured systems. In the northwest, China was advancing an emblematic war on terror to contain certain acts of extremists among the Uyghur ethnic minority. Surveillance was constant. Heat-sensing body scanners were not only at airports, but also in some hotels. H1N1 influenza was spreading worldwide. University security posted at each entrance only allowed in persons with proper neck badges. One must recognize the con artists, know of the drug trade funding terrorism, and shun human trafficking not just in China, but also on the global marketplace. Recollections and reminders of the Chinese Cultural Revolution stand in public squares and on billboards. The effects of the one-child-only policy are now pervasive among the 1.3 billion people. The present generation and those to come will have no cousins, no brother or sister. The government is the bond, communist policy. But then again, the social institutions and consumer culture are there, standing with the grandparents, playing the role of guardians, and guarding the gold, the investments, in the future. Corporate culture has filled the skylines with trademarks and tied the landscapes with ribbons of highways and overpasses. Of most importance to the scholarly Congress, China, second greatest superpower in the world, next to the U.S., is actually home to 56 ethnic groups. The Han Chinese are the largest. Interesting to note, not all peoples in China speak Mandarin or Chinese language, but speak their own ethnic tongue. But most significant to the itinerant traveler, almost a third of the people in China speak English. Actually, more speak English in China than there are people in the U.S. The lesson I was told to keep in mind is that the Chinese are taught to save face, to above all not lose face. When I would ask one of the 500 English-speaking student guides for help, he or she would do the best one could to get me where I needed to go or what I wanted. It was best not to ever be known to fail to accommodate. We were treated with utmost respect and most graciously.